Aho, Roberto Vargas here at Ova Connect. Good day, good afternoon. So glad you're here with me because I want to share a little bit with you about Dia de los Muertos. But Days of the Dead in terms of a tradition and a practice that actually lifts the love within our families. Many people think about Days of the Dead as a time maybe a little bit scary, thinking about dead folks. But in our cultural tradition, in our indigenous cultural tradition, it was a season for remembering our loved ones. It was a season for honoring our loved ones, those folks who had passed. And so what we do presently is we create what's called an ofrenda. It's kind of an altar that honors those folks who have passed. And the main principle around this altar or ofrenda is you create a place of beauty to honor them. Because you're going to bring out folks like, in this case, my dad, or my brother, or my tios, my uncles, other good friends who've passed. Because during this season, I want to connect with them. I want to look at them, remember them, and actually, sometimes as I pass the ofrenda, just say, hey, you know what? Thank you, Tio. Thank you, Tio, for all those times you helped my mama out and helped us out. So it's a time for connecting with the spirit of those that passed, but also it's a time to honor them. Because during this season, you set up your altar, and it's comprised of photos of the loved ones you want to remember, sometimes kind of items that helps you remember them, like my dad, this was his work hook. And gosh, when I see this hook, man, I see my dad. And during this time of year, when we have gatherings, I'll remind my kids and the other children in the family that we live the good life now because of the labor of my papa. Their grandfather labored 24/7 in a lot of ways because that's the only way he knew how to give love. But because of his labor, we enjoy the good lives we have today. So it's an opportunity where we tell story to remember our loved ones, but also to inform our own families about our history. So that also makes it a powerful tradition because it helps us connect with the best of who we are as a family so that the youngsters know that. Here in this altar, we've got my brother Jack. My brother Jack passed away too soon. He was an artist, and so this little muertito here kind of helps us remember him. And during this season, it's when you bring folks over and you chat and talk about your loved ones, it's often great to remember what were their gifts to us. Like, what was my brother's gift to us? And in terms of my brother, he was an artist, and his belief was we're all artists. Every one of us is an artist. It's just different. We do different art. However, whatever art we do, it's important to create beauty with our art. So I take that philosophy that my brother taught, and I have committed to him to take it forward. So during this season, when I'm kind of organizing altar, I'll see my brother Jack, and I'll say, hey, hermano, Jack, I'm still practicing the tradition. I'm still living the art of being a facilitator, because that's my art, is to facilitate, to kind of make gatherings easy. And hey, todavía te quiero, love you a lot. Thank you for being with me. And thank you for all the times you've just been there for my daughters. Because oftentimes they reference how their Tio Jack has inspired them to think this or to do that. So the message I want to leave with you is Dia de los Muertos, precious medicine tool for bringing families together, for lifting the love. Because when you bring friends or family over to share your altar, you know what? This heart of yours expands. You feel more love, you share more love, the vibration of love lifts around us, and we make more good happen. At the same time, we're recognizing them, and I believe that we're making them smile because they're up there in spirit land and they're saying, hey, you know what? They still remember me. And that's important because I want my tios, I want my mama, I want my dad to know that I still remember them. I think about them. I look forward to taking their best forward, and I welcome them anytime they want to come down, whisper to me their wisdom or their support. And so Dia de los Muertos, it brings all those opportunities. And for me, that's living radical love. So live radical love, live family yes power, and start your own tradition if you haven't already. And it just begins with thinking, who is it that I want to honor this year? Why? And creating a little, it can be a humble altar space, it can be just a shelf, or it can be something more elaborate. Make it happen, start this year. And so my blessings to you until the next time. Adios.